In this session, we will discuss about folder structure of Android Studio. If you observe carefully, when you have created new Android application with Android Studio, on the left hand side of Android Studio, it will display many predefined folders, which looks like this. Here on the left hand side, you can observe two major folders. One is app and other is with the green color ball symbol, Gradle scripts. I am not going to discuss too much about Gradle in this session. I will discuss more about app folder. Again, in the app folder, internally it contains three subfolders. First one is manifests folder, second one Java folder, third one resource folder. Again, in the Java, there are three package folders. So I am going to explain more about first folder, com.palleuniversity. Second application, which is a package folder. Again, in the resource folder, there are 5 subfolders with name drawable, layout, menu, mipmap and values. In this session, I am going to discuss more about Java folder and resources layout folder. Let us try to understand what type of files will be stored in these folders. Let me draw the same pictorial representation of Android Studio here. This is the pictorial representation of Android Studio folder structure. Now I am going to cover more about Java folder, which is more important for us, and layout folder, which is part of resource folder. So basically layout folder is inside resource folder is inside your application folder. Now let us try to understand what type of files will be stored in which folder. In order to understand this, let me take activity one more time into picture. We know that each screen in Android application is called as an activity. We also understood that in the previous sessions, conceptually each screen is divided into two parts. One is designing part and other is coding part. We also know that designing part will talk about look and feel and color combinations, and coding part will discuss about the logic part. So this screen will contain obviously two files, one XML file and one Java file, and assume that the Java file name of this activity is first screen.java, which contains some logic related to your screen, and XML file name is first screen.xml, which contains XML code related to look and feel of your screen. Now can you tell me Java file will be stored in which folder and your XML file will be stored in which folder? Obviously this Java package, which contains package, all your screen Java files will be stored in the package folder, and all your screen designs, that is all XML files related to screen designs, will be stored in the layout folder. So Android Studio has segregated files very neatly. All code will be in the Java folder and all screen designs will be in the resource layout folder. Now let me show you the same concept in Android Studio. One screen, two files, Java file in Java folder, XML file in layout folder. Now when you open Android Studio will automatically open last created project with Android Studio. So last time we have created second application. By default, whenever I open Android Studio will automatically open last created project. Now from here there are two approaches to create a new project. One approach is go to files, click new project. Let me select that. But the problem with this approach is when you create new project with this approach, it will create one more Android Studio instance. That means with one Android Studio instance, you can work with only one application. If you want to work with another application, you have to open one more Studio instance. You have to be careful with this approach because more the number of Android Studio instances, more the CPU time will be consumed, and there is a high chance that your system performance will be degraded. So this is first approach. By clicking File, New project. Let me give project name as third. I will change company name as palleuniversity.com, and I will select project location as E drive Palle University, and I will click next, finish. Now you can observe there is one more Android Studio instance opened. One contains second application, and the third application is in one more Android Studio instance. So this approach is bad approach because it will consume too much of CPU time. So I will close this. So let me close this. Now I will show you one more approach, which is the actual correct approach. Go to Files, select Close Project, which will close current Android Studio instance, and it will automatically open Android Studio dialog box where we can create new project. Let me click Close Project. Now Android Studio instance is closed. Now from here I can select Start a new Android Studio project. So with this approach, always there is only one Android Studio instance will be available. Let me give this application name as third application. My company name is palleuniversity.com, and I want to store this application in E drive Palle University folder. So I will not modify this. Simply click next. It is asking what's the minimum version you want to support. As usual, I'll select 2.3 as a minimum supported version. Now when I click next button, even Android Studio also knows that in order to display output, at least one screen is required. So by default, Android Studio will give you one activity. What is the meaning of activity? Screen. Now Android Studio is asking what is the output format of your screen. Do you want your screen to look like this, or like this, or like this, and so on. From here onwards, for next few sessions, I will be taking empty activity in my examples so that I can explain you activity concept more clearly in depth. So I will select empty activity and click next. Even Android Studio also knows that every screen will contain two files, one Java file and one XML file. So that's why it is giving you two file names. Can you tell me out of these two file names which is Java and which is XML file? It's very simple. If you remember, Android follows camel casing notation, which means Java file name will start with capital letter and XML file name starts with small letters. So based on that rule, so this is starting with capital letter. So obviously this is Java file and this is XML file. Remember, as I told you earlier, XML file names should not contain spaces in between two words. If you want space, you can use underscore like this. Let me try to give space here. It will display error. You can observe layout name, that means XML file name should not contain space. So let me give underscore. Now I will click finish. Automatically Android Studio will create two files for you. One main activity.java file and other activity underscore main.xml file. You don't have to specify .xml and .java. It will be automatically taken by Studio. Now let me click finish. It will take some time and Gradle will build your application, and automatically you can observe here Studio has opened two files here, Java and XML. Initially it will display some errors. Once you wait for some time, once Gradle finishes building and processing, Gradle will remove all errors from your application. Now this Java file contains some predefined logic or predefined code written by Studio. As of now, you don't have to worry about what is this code all about. In the next session, I will be covering very clearly what each and every line will do in this code. as of now just try to understand. Java file will contain code for your screen and XML file will contain the look and feel of your screen. Again, if you observe, every XML file will contain two perspectives in the bottom. Observe, one is design perspective which displays preview of your screen or activity. So basically design says that if you run this application in Nexus 4 phone, your output will look like this. There are many other options here. You can select this drop down box. If you want to see the output in Nexus S, select this. It will display the output on Nexus S phone will be looking like this. Design perspective will display the preview of your activity in different phones, whereas text perspective will display the XML code of your screen. Let me click this. You can observe this is the XML code. So we have separate sessions to understand XML code also. At any point of time, when you are in the text perspective, you can preview your screen by selecting preview. So both you are seeing simultaneously. So both you can see parallelly. Now let us say by mistake I have closed this XML file and I have closed this Java file. Now tell me how to open Java file and XML file. Based on the folder structure, we know that all Java files will be located in the package, that is in the Java folder, and XML is located in the layout folder of resource folder. Once you know this concept, you can open your studio, you can open Java, you can double click this main activity in the first package. There are two more packages with the parenthesis test. Those two folders you don't have to open. Just to open first package folder and double click this, it will automatically open Java file. Similarly, go to resources, expand layout. In the layout you can observe, in the layout folder you can observe XML file. Double click that, which will open your activity design. I hope you understood folder structure of Android Studio.